Welcome to Beaver Builds. I'm Collin Barkley, and today we will be building a longboard. We will start with a 1/8 inch thick veneer of hardwood. The tools we will be using is a skill saw, a jigsaw, a straight edge, a carpenter square, and of course PPE, such as eye protection and hearing protection. We will then use 2x4s and long rail clamps to construct a timber press and use Type Bond 3 wood glue. The technician first measures the panel to size to make 36-inch long strips. The technician then makes a crosscut and measures out 10-inch strips to cut those. One final strip is cut so that it is a cross-grain strip. The bottom ply is long grain, the middle ply is cross grain to add stiffness, and the top ply is long grain. This is a view of our timber press. The technician applies glue, making sure there is even coverage across the whole ply. This is important so that during pressing, the plies do not separate. The technicians then load the board into the press and tighten the C-clamps, giving the board an ever so slight curve. As you can see, there's the curve and the board in the press, where it will be left overnight. The next morning, the technicians come in and remove the board from the press, and the board retains its slight curved shape. The technician then draws out the general shape of the board onto a piece of paper. He then cuts the piece of paper and places it onto the board to make the final marks. The technicians then clamp the board to the table and cut it out with a jigsaw to a rough shape. The technicians then use a belt sander with 80 grit sandpaper to shape the sides of the board to a final shape. A radial sander with 120 grit sandpaper is then used to finish the top, removing any pencil marks or any other blemishes. The board is flipped, and the same process is repeated for the bottom. The board is now nice and smooth and finished. The technician then marks out the location where he will attach the trucks and the wheels to the board. Using spacers as a guide, the technician drills the holes into the board. The technicians then attach the trucks and the wheels to the board using nuts and bolts. The board is now finished and is ready to ride. Thanks for watching.